What's up? This is R. Wexler, or Rick, from R&M Reviews, and I'm R. Wexler again on the eSig forums, and I got a couple of requests to do a video about my ridiculously high wattage rebuildable atomizers, and thought I'd just kind of demo a few of them, but this is a GGTS, also kind of cool. Got a brass button on there, brass tube, and short mode Odysseus in SS GGTS mode. And coil right now is at 2.5 ohms, right when I installed it last night. And I have two stacked brand new $18,490 batteries, as well as a fuse upgrade. And if there was any mod that I would put a fuse upgrade in, it would be this setup, because there's a lot of power running through it right now. And so at 7.4 volts, and I tested it under load, and it is 7.4 volts. I think it's pushing out 21.9 watts. And if you compare it to the kick, which has a cap of 10 watts, and then like a 1.5 ohm atomizer at 3.7 volts has 9.9 watts, I'm pretty sure, but 22 right now. And got some butterscotch from Clouds of Vapor, and it's about 2/3 butterscotch in this tank, 1/3 vanilla cream. And I don't really love either of those flavors, but the Odysseus, man, it's magic. Like I haven't found anything that comes close to the clouds that it can make first, but then the flavor, it just does something to everything that I put in it. But take a couple of toots for you. Gotta open the juice control more. I mean, it, as you can see, huge clouds, like hot ass vapor. I mean, I couldn't chain vape this. I would get Nick sick. More Nick sick than I am and have been since I installed this coil, but it's really destroying right now. So that's the SSGGTS with the OD, 2.5 ohms at 7.4 volts, and I definitely suggest it. If you find yourself unsatisfied with what you've been vaping, like this will get you there. I guarantee it. I have never used anything quite like it. Alright, then next up is the iAtty. Right now I have a 1.5 ohm coil wrapped up in there, and for the record, I think I used, it was 34 gauge Canthal A, and it's straight from canthal.com, and I know you need to usually make an order of $1,000 or more for that particular wire, or to order from their site at all, and got lucky with a friend who had a bunch of it, and I got 20 feet of it or something crazy, but that's that. And then the iAtty has, I think, 36 gauge Canthal D in here, and like I said, 1.5 ohms when I first tested it, and now it's probably closer to 1.8 after about a week's worth of use. And I'm going to be using it on my GGTB, which looks brass. It's actually the matte nickel finish that I have polished the fuck out of. So it has basically stripped the nickel off, and it is getting down to the brass. But let's see if I use a Logitech camera, and the autofocus just doesn't work that well. But let's see. Also, the new steel caps for it. If it'll want to autofocus, I can show you. But there we go. Looks a lot like a stainless steel stealth cap. And also I have the my original brass button on there, but I put one of the old style SS GGTS button tops on there. And the back, the new stainless steel TB tubes with the newer style, I should say, toxic gas expulsion system in there. Also, I have a fuse upgrade in the TB, and I don't know if anyone else knew that you could put the fuse upgrade in there, but tested it and you can, which is nice, especially at such ridiculous wattages, because this one is running at 24 watts, which, as far as I've heard, hasn't happened before, with one small exception, and that was Imio using a very similar setup in an old video that he posted. But it's some next level shit. Also very hot, very tasty vapor, surprisingly, and pretty huge clouds. You know, I haven't used this in about 2 days now, so let's hope it wicks well. But yeah, also the iAtty on the TB fits almost flush. Looks really clean on there with those new tubes, or new caps rather. And also, love my brass button, but I don't know, the steel button adds a cool layer of contrast to it that I really like. But also, new stainless steel iAtty mouthpiece. Juice control is almost all the way open on the iAtty, and yet it still does not wick perfectly. Nothing I can do. iAtty, I've tried it with Nextel, I've tried it with Odysseus Wick, and I've had the best flavor results with Odie Wick, and I don't love Nextel. I find it kind of fucks with the flavor a little, but here it goes. Ooh, that's bad. Let's see. All right. Now hopefully that refresh the wick, because that was a horrible drag. There we go. And it's still brutally hot, like on the brink of burning, but like I said, 24 watts. What's the exact number? It's 36 divided by 1.5. 24 watts on the nose. It's fucking hot. It might even be too hot. This might be a setup for the Odysseus, but that's it. I wish I could get it to wick better, but until then, that's that. Glad you got to see the TB with the new caps. And lastly, definitely a different setup than these two monsters, but worth noting because it's my daily vape recently, and it's the GGTS with the kick, which I don't want to get into because I don't know enough about it, but obviously I have it set to the highest, which is 10 watts, which is, it's just fine at, I think I have a 2 ohm flat coil right now in here, and it's the UFS, and it's a stainless steel mouthpiece again, with the Patriot UFS edition rebuildable atomizer, which is a lot like the Bully A2, just the A2. Looks like a dripping atomizer. 510 drip tips do not fit in it, but here it goes. It's a really tasty vape. Great clouds. Kick works fine. I mean, can't use my fuse upgrade in there. Don't really need it because it has a built-in, I think it has a built-in short protection in there, as well as some other safety features. But so vape production is fine. Obviously not the same clouds I was getting from either of the other two, but really tasty, full, light, airy clouds. And wish it was hotter. Works. And lastly, I guess that's it. But take a couple more on the 7.4 volt. Works. It chugs. Like, I mean, I don't know what I need to do to get it to wick a little bit better. Like, I can't chain vape this for a multitude of reasons. Like, obviously getting Nick sick being like of the most importance, because it will get you Nick sick if you stick with the same level of nicotine juice that you're used to. But wicking's not perfect because it just makes huge clouds. It's some next level shit again, but here it goes. But yeah, that's it, and I will keep messing with the iAtty, and I'm going to install some stainless steel mesh in there. Vapor is so thick it is messing with the autofocus, but yeah, keep everyone posted. Enjoy.